What I am absolutely outraged by, though, is how this new Congress is just the reflection of the last Congress. It's a do-nothing Congress. What in the world are they there for? Matt Gaetz, why are you pursuing Adam Schiff and passing legislation to get him, barred from intelligence? Why don't you go after paycheck protection fraud and some of those other meaningful things for the American people, things they care about, their pocketbook. They care about their safety. Go after real issues, Matt.
Well, I think that if you look at the work of the House of Representatives today, we were passing legislation to stop Joe Biden from playing politics with the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. And you're absolutely right. We ought to pursue clawbacks where there was fraud in a lot of these programs. And we ought to do that before raising the debt limit. We ought to impose work requirements. So I'll invite you, Geraldo. You could take my guest pass and come observe a Congress that is quite different from the last Congress, if for no other reason than during the battle for the speakership, we demanded open rules, open amendments. Today, we took votes on over 20 amendments, some by Democrats, some by Republicans, but certainly no one can defend Adam Schiff and Eric Swalwell. These are people who made careers leaking and then embroidering lies onto those very leaks. And Adam Schiff doesn't just go on TikTok to publish information. A real critique we have is that for 3 years, when Republicans wanted access to intelligence about the origins of the coronavirus, Adam Schiff was essentially the blocking tackle for the Chinese Communist Party and did not get that information out in front of the public.
Now he's Congressman, you sound a good game. What in the world were you and your 19 colleagues doing torturing the speaker, your speaker designate, Kevin McCarthy? What,
Geraldo,
for your
it's
egos?
old news.
What was that for? What did you hope to attain in that?
So, first of all, I got some constituents in the military that could talk to you about real torture. I don't think sitting through 15 votes quite qualifies. But here's what we were fighting for. We believe that instead of having omnibus spending legislation that comes to us with only a few hours to consider thousands of pages and then vote on something that funds every agency of the government all at once, that we should take individual votes on appropriations bills. That's a concession we didn't have when voting began. It's one we earned by the time it ended. We also believe that when bills are considered, they should comport to a single subject, so I don't have to do what I've had to do in the past and vote on the farm bill at the same time you're voting on whether or not there's going to be war powers in Yemen. We also wanted open amendments so Republicans or Democrats could offer germane adjustments to legislation and everyone could take votes on these things. Members of Congress, speakers, they come and go, but when rules are established, they often can be enduring.
Congressman, with your filibuster right now, you are portraying yourself to the American people as a thoughtful legislator. And yet the publicity that you get characteristically, almost inevitably, is flamboyant. It's confrontational.
Hold on,
it has no
Geraldo, let me step in here for that. Geraldo, wait a minute. Geraldo, hang on.
I make a substantive argument about changes to the process, and you call me flamboyant and confrontational?
Geraldo, he answered your question. He answered your very specific question about what he was fighting for. My only argument, and Matt and I talked a lot in December. Matt, you can verify this is true. My only beef with everybody was I wanted everybody to be in full agreement by January 3rd. 4 days, it came, it went, and now everybody's on the same page. He gave you very specific arguments about what he was fighting for, how this Congress is different and better than the last one. Why are you attacking him personally?
Well, I thought that's why you invited me, Sean. You wanted me to go nose to nose with your right-wing champion. I'm here. I showed
Sean,
up.
I don't even think
he can defend himself. He doesn't need me.
I don't know, Matt Gaetz. I mean, I don't know you. All I know is what I read in the newspapers. I appreciate
that's got to be true.
You are on a rehabilitative phase of your career. I like it.
Well, I think that we'll have a better Congress moving forward because of these changes. Yeah, I wouldn't believe everything.
Matt, you got the last word.
God bless. I wish you the best.
Matt, you get the last word.
I wish you the best.